Thank you, sir. I would now request Shri Manan Kumar Mishra, Chairman, Bar Council of India, to deliver the welcome address.
Jai Jagannath. Honorable Mr. Justice U.U. Lalit Sahab, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice B.R. Gawai, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice V. Ramasubramanian, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Madam Justice V. Ramasubramanian, Dr. Achyuta Samanta, Member Parliament Lok Sabha and Associate Managing Trustee, Bar Council of India Trust. Mr. Ashok Parija, Advocate General, Odisha, former Chairman, Bar Council of India. Mr. Manas Mahapatra, Senior Advocate. Mr. A.K. Baral, Member of a Special Committee. Honorable former members of Odisha State Bar Council. Dr. Professor N.L. Mitra, Director, National Law University of India. Office bearers of various bar associations of the state. Honorable colleagues in Bar Council of India, senior advocates, members of legal fraternity, young friends, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. Friends, today we have assembled here for the foundation stone laying ceremony of Indian Institute of Law, IIL. My Lord, Mr. Justice U.U. Lalit, son of Shri U.R. Lalit, a former additional judge of Bombay High Court and famous senior advocate practicing at Supreme Court. Justice Lalit joined the bar in June 1983 and started practicing in Supreme Court in 1986. In April 2004, Justice Lalit was designated as a senior advocate of Supreme Court. Justice Lalit had a high reputation for his preparation, patience, and sober demeanor while arguing his cases. He appeared in several high-profile criminal cases. Justice Lalit is the sixth senior advocate to be directly elevated to Supreme Court. Some of his latest verdicts and important verdicts are: teachers must be meritorious and the best of the lot. His Lordship will certainly highlight this issue today. Entitlement of home buyers starts from the date of agreement and not from the RERA registration. Preferences and inclinations of child are important in determining issues of paternal custody. A bench of Honorable Mr. Justice Lalit has upheld the right of Travancore royal family to management and control of the Padmanabha Swami temple in Kerala. A bench of which he was a party negated the validity of triple talaq, and you held that triple talaq violated the fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 14. Justice Lalit was a two-judge bench of the Supreme Court that held that prescribed 6 months waiting period under Section 13B of Hindu Marriage Act for divorce by mutual consent is not mandatory. Justice Lalit has held that accused can be discharged without the complainant's consent in cases under Section 138 of the NI Act. Justice Lalit was the part of the bench that held that lawyers' fee claim based on a percentage of amount of decree is professional misconduct. Friends, in Supreme Court, patient hearing is a rare thing. But we are fortunate to have a judge like Mr. Justice Lalit, who never gets impatient and hears our matters calmly. It's a matter of great delight that Justice Lalit is to preside as the Chief Justice of India next year. We welcome Justice Lalit, our honorable chief guest today on this auspicious occasion. Honorable Mr. Justice Gawai, our guest of honor, was enrolled as an advocate in 1985, primarily practiced at Nagpur bench of Bombay High Court. He served as a government pleader and prosecutor for state of Maharashtra. son of former Bihar and Kerala Governor, late R.S. Gavai, Justice Gavai was appointed as a High Court judge in 2003 and was elevated to Supreme Court in May 2019. I quote the opinion of High Court Bar Association Nagpur bench of Bombay on his elevation. One of the finest judges we have experienced, and it's indeed a proud moment for entire Vidarbha and Nagpur in particular. With his thorough knowledge in law and fact, grasping of issues, he had delivered many landmark judgments that benefited lakhs of common citizens. His verdict on social law points were much appreciated. I unquote. Bar Council of India also endorses the same view for his lordship. Since his elevation to Supreme Court in May 2019, Justice Gavai has authored several landmark judgments. Timeline prescribed for pronouncement of judgment under Order 20 CPC does not apply to high courts. Successive anticipatory bail ought not to be entertained on a spacious ground of change of circumstances. A lawyer cannot speculate about the outcome of pending cases. It would be misconduct. That lawyer has been noticed by his lordship's bench. Practice of advocates accepting last-minute brief to circumvent court proceedings has been deprecated by his lordship. Only willful and deliberate disobedience of court's order amounts to contempt. Center can notify any land for acquisition for a new national highway. The other notable judgments are, in one of the important cases, the High Court had quashed the notification withdrawing the exemption of excise duties on cigarettes and pan masalas. Writing for the bench, comprising himself, Justice Arun Mishra, and Justice M.R. Shah, our Justice Gavai set aside the order of the High Court. Justice Gavai relied on scientific evidence and research papers on the effects of tobacco products and pan masala, and went on to observe that these contain carcinogenic and hazardous properties. Excise duty is a must. Your Lordship held that appointments purely on the basis of seniority would violate the equality mandate under Article 14 and 16 of the Constitution. His Lordship was instrumental in setting up National Law University in Nagpur by warning government of contempt proceedings. You dictated Regional Transport Office to check fitness of all school buses in Maharashtra as a High Court judge of Bombay High Court. My Lord, you prevented Mumbai hawkers from selling goods within 100 meters of educational institutions. Your Lordship's restricted height of dahi handi and age of people participating in it in Mumbai. Friends, Justice Gavai provides patience hearing with an endearing smile. The court is fortunate, the country is fortunate that Justice Gavai is to head Supreme Court after a few years. I welcome Mr. Justice Gavai on this auspicious occasion. Our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice V. Ramasubramanian, is well-known scholar of Tamil and a master in the art of writing judgments. Justice Ramasubramanian completed his LLB from Madras Law College and joined the bar in 1983. Justice Ramasubramanian took charge as an additional judge of Madras High Court in July 2006. In June 2019, assumed the office of Chief Justice of Himachal Pradesh High Court and was elevated as a Supreme Court judge in September 2019. He has delivered several noted judgments and orders. Some of them are about environmental protection in Kerala coastal areas. Next, it is mandatory to seek probate or letters of administration for establishing a right of executor or legatee under a will. Himachal government was allowed diversion of certain extent of forest land for carrying out public welfare projects. Belief of commission of act of money laundering has to be recorded before directing freezing of bank accounts under PMLA. Dismissal of transfer petition may not operate as res judicata, a very important judgment, if fresh petition is filed on change of circumstances. Delhi University was directed to declare the result of a lady law student whose attendance was short due to pregnancy. Prescription of higher educational qualification as a criteria for promotion is not unconstitutional. Vote cast by lawmaker prior to his conviction on the same day cannot be termed as invalid. Universities can stipulate enhanced norms and standards for granting affiliation than those prescribed by AICTE. During his tenure as Madras High Court judge, Justice Rama Subramanian had delivered several landmark verdicts. In one important judgment, he went on to state, honesty is actually an animus of mind. It can never be discovered either by words spoken by a person or by acts of omission and commission committed by him. Therefore, one can only make inferences from the circumstances. In December 2019, Justice Rama Subramanian authored an important judgment with regard to the jurisdiction of NCLT and under IBC. Justice Rama Subramanian, in his judgment, has recognized that RBI has the power to regulate the monetary and credit system, which also extend to the regulation of virtual cryptocurrencies. In a bar-friendly verdict, a bench of his lordship observed that serving judicial officers cannot invoke explanation A of Article 217 of the Constitution of India to club with their judicial service their experience at the bar before joining judicial service. Though while he was an expert in service matter, but his judgments prove that he is equally balanced in civil, criminal, and tax matters also. I welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Rama Subramanian on this auspicious occasion. Friends, we have Mr. Ashok Parija on the dais. Mr. Parija, the learned Advocate General of Odisha State, has graced the office of Chairman of Bar Council of India in the year 2011-12. In the capacity of Advocate General today, he is the Chairman of a Special Committee of State Bar Council. Mr. Parija has always given the legal fraternity the new and innovative ideas and visions. Odisha is a very fertile state in the matter of production of brilliant brains. I am sure that the IIL shall always be benefited from the novel ideas of Parija ji. I welcome Mr. Parija in today's function. The Bar Council of India is organizing a number of training programs, seminars, and symposiums throughout the country. The contribution of Mr. D.P. Dhal, our member Bar Council of India from this state, who is the chairman, executive chairman of Bar Council of India Trust, is quite praiseworthy. In fact, conceiving of an institution like the present one is his brainchild. Friends, today is an auspicious day. The novel institution, Indian Institute of Law, IIL, is being founded by Bar Council of India Trust with support of KiiT and with the blessings of 3 popular judges of the country. The Bar Council of India, through its trust, has taken the initiative to establish the IIL, the Model Institute of Law Teachers Academy, continuous legal education and research. The academy would primarily be for the teachers of law. Now, I had given some of my time on this issue, on this agenda to Dr. N.L. Mitra. He has already introduced. I will not take much of your time. Only few important things. In fact, IIL will be the first of its kind in the country. Such institution was long contemplated by BCI Trust, but the idea of Bar Council of India could not be materialized due to one or the other reason. The Bar Council of India and its trust finally contacted Dr. Achyuta Samanta, a visionary, academician, and founder of KiiT and KISS. We are grateful to Dr. Samanta. The distinguished educationist has accepted our proposal and provided not only the land for the establishment of this institution, but also has agreed to provide substantial building with 1.5 lakh square feet constructed area. The most important thing is, Dr. Samantha, that is the KiiT, is not taking anything in return. This is a generous gesture of Dr. Samantha. We all know Dr. Samantha, who is the founder of medical, engineering, management, nursing, law, arts, and several other big institutes, provides free boarding, lodging, and food to about 35,000 children belonging to tribal and downtrodden families every day, apart from providing them free education right from class 1 till post-graduation. We have never seen or heard of such a great man in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, true happiness in life does not lie in accumulating wealth or means or getting big projects. All these are temporary and do not last long. If you are able to bring a smile on the faces of poor, handicapped, orphans, children, that is the real happiness. If you are able to provide for them a little fun, cheerfulness, you are a fortunate man on this earth. And you will be remembered with respect even after your life. I used to visit KISS, see thousands of children and glow of happiness on their faces after seeing Dr. Samantha. This experience has really changed the attitude of my life. You, the people of Odisha, know that Dr. Samantha has remained unmarried, does not possess a single piece of land or property in his name. Whatever he has is for the society and for the poor, deprived and helpless people. Bar Council of India Trust would express its deep gratitude to Dr. Samantha for his generous support to legal education and legal fraternity. Friends, IIL we have resolved to actively involve and take the aid, assistance, and guidance of honorable sitting and former judges of Supreme Court and High Courts, renowned jurists and senior advocates, eminent leaders of the bar, and persons of eminence besides noted law teachers of NLUs and other renowned academicians. As per their position, they will be the teachers, guides, and honorary guest teachers of IIL. Friends, I also welcome Dr. Faizan Mustafa, the noted academician of the country, and Dr. Chakrabarti, the Vice Chancellor, the honorable judges of Odisha High Court, sitting and former, who have come to grace the occasion. I can assure you, and I can assure the honorable guests, that IIL, after a few years, is going to be really a very noble institution. I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais. Thanks to all. Jai Hind, Jai Jagannath.